Lesson 3. Preview. Focus on the main idea. Hinduism combines spiritual beliefs, gods, and practices. Places. Ganges River. Vocabulary. Reincarnation. Caste. Terms. Hinduism. Rig Veda. Brahman. Dharma. Hinduism. You are there. In the chilly darkness before dawn, you watch a young man walk sleepily down the alley. He meets up with a friend, and they walk side by side through narrow streets to the river. You shiver as you follow them down the alley. Before heading down the stone steps, one of the men stops to buy a small lamp made of a curled, dry leaf. The two of them slip off their shoes and head down to the water where other men are already bathing. It's so cold you can hear their teeth chatter. The two men bathe and head out shivering. Now they bow their heads to pray. They walk back to the water, and one of them lights the leaf lamp. Together they praise Ganga, the river goddess. They sing to Surya, the source of all energy, who is also the sun. Target skill. Summarize. As you read, think about how you would summarize the main beliefs of Hinduism. Seeds of belief. Hinduism is the main religion in India. It is one of the world's oldest religions. Thousands of people in Nepal, Malaysia, and other parts of the world also follow this religion. Hinduism is different from many other religions because it has no founder. You read in Lesson 2 about the Aryans who wrote the Vedas. Hinduism probably started with the religious beliefs of the Aryans and the first people who lived in the Indus River Valley. There are 4 Vedas, the oldest of which is the Rig Veda. It is a collection of more than 1,000 hymns that priests recited at ceremonies and during rituals. The hymns are all dedicated to Aryan gods. The themes of the Rig Veda include spiritual beliefs in the power of nature. Faithful Hindus recite verses from the Vedas every day. Here is part of a verse from the Rig Veda, describing the light of dawn. The goddess light has looked abroad, with her eyes everywhere drawing near. Her radiance drives out the dark. Rig Veda, X 127. The Aryan people believed that for the hymns to be effective, they had to be recited precisely. Committing these hymns to memory also helped them record the hymns accurately. Today, Hindus still sing hymns from the Rig Veda at ceremonies, such as weddings and funerals. However, some of the beliefs and practices of Hindus have changed over time. Review. How is the Rig Veda important to people who practice Hinduism? Main idea and details. Gods and goddesses. Hinduism is often thought of as a religion with many gods, but it is also a religion of many beliefs. Some Hindus recognize only one universal being, Brahman, that is the source and final destination of everything. 3 of the principal forms of Brahman are the gods Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Hindus believe that Vishnu maintains Dharma, which is the order of the universe. Other Hindu gods and goddesses are aspects of Brahman. For example, Krishna is a form of Vishnu who came to live on earth. Gods and goddesses based in nature include the Ganges river goddess, Ganga Mai, who gives water the power to clean and purify. Review. Is Hinduism a monotheistic or a polytheistic religion? Main idea and details. 7 truths and reincarnation. 7 essential doctrines, or truths, are important Hindu beliefs. These doctrines include peaceful living, freedom of thought, respect for nature and animals, becoming one with Brahman, and the belief that good and bad actions will one day affect us. Reincarnation is the process through which a person goes from one life to the next. Hindus believe that after a person dies, he or she is reborn into a new life. If Hindus live good lives according to truthful principles, then their karma, or the lifetime actions of a person, is good. With good karma, a Hindu's rebirth on earth is good. Although good rebirth is desirable, the end of rebirth by becoming one with Brahman is the goal of a good life for a Hindu. Review. What are some conclusions you can make about the Hindu beliefs? Draw conclusions. Way of life. In India, every Hindu is traditionally a member of a caste, a lifelong social group into which he or she is born. From the time of the Vedas, the castes were strictly ranked according to birth. Castes also determined for which job each caste member was qualified. Marriages were permitted only between persons of the same caste. The ranked order of the castes was an important part of Dharma. The highest caste was that of the priests and teachers. Rulers and warriors came next, and then farmers and merchants. The lowest castes were supposed to be the servants of all the others. Some jobs, which no one else was willing to do, were assigned to castes that were treated as untouchables. Since 1950, the discrimination or mistreatment of castes is illegal in India. But the caste system is still a part of daily life there. Many members of the highest castes are vegetarians. This is part of the way of life based on the respect for other living things. Vegetarian Hindus get their protein needs from beans and other legumes, as well as from dairy products. Review. How is India's caste system different from the Aryan social class system? Compare and contrast. Summarize the lesson. Hinduism is one of the oldest religions in the world. The Hindu way of life is based on the writings of the Vedas. Hindus follow 7 essential truths.